is yours, the world is yours.
Yo, what's good everyone? It's Leak and my man Schmuckles is back, bro, with chapter 23, legitimate possibilities. Now, I know chapter 22 just came out, but still, it's always time to speculate no matter what. I love speculating no matter what time it is. I don't care if a chapter just released, like how this chapter just released. I really don't care. I can speculate about anything, and I love how he speculates about anything that's coming up. So I'm really looking forward to anything coming up that's DBD related, honestly. Like I said, I love this game, even though it can be frustrating sometimes, but the content is just too exciting, bro. Like it just keeps like every time a new chapter comes out, is just something about it that I just love, because it's just like, yes, it's new, fresh, like a new fresh chapter, you know what I'm trying to say. But let me not talk too much. Let's get into this video. I got actually two videos I'm gonna be reacting to. I'm gonna be reacting to this one, and I'm gonna be reacting to another one supposedly that the rituals for chapter 23 got leaked, so I'm gonna be looking at that too. So let's just jump right into it. Let's go.
Welcome back into another video. In today's video, we're gonna go over some legitimate possibilities for the chapter 23
Mephisto?
killer in Dead by Daylight. Based on everything we know, the probability is somewhere in the 90 to 95 percentile that this next chapter is original. In this video, we're gonna go over some new ideas that have emerged that can help us lower down the options for the chapter 23 killer.
Which I love. Like, don't get me wrong, I love like having licensed characters come into the game, but I like when behavior like uses their creativity to really, you know what I'm trying to say, like push out a chapter, because the artist is like one of the most like unique looking killers in the game, honestly. Like, moi.
Killer. Behavior has some interesting strategies for designing.
Speaking of, yes.
Generally speaking, we start with the killer concept first, and only a very high level concept for what the power could be. From there, the design team defines the killer power in more detail. For example, the Death Slinger came from the core idea of how can we give the killer a gun. From there, the general character concept was created, Spooky Cowboy, and the power itself went through several revisions before we found something that worked. Of course, this is just the general flow. Each killer presents their own unique challenges and varying development flow.
How's it going, everyone? My name is Schmuckles.
I was gonna say, like, yeah, like, I mean, they could add a killer with a flamethrower, right? Like, I don't think that would be too bad. Like, they could use the flamethrower to, of course, injure survivors, but then they could also use it to like block off certain areas of the map for a certain amount of time. Kind of like how the plague could throw up on gens and like other like interactions, and then you get infected by that. But instead, you could just like set the vault locations or interaction locations on fire. So if the survivors like go into it for like a long time, I don't know, like they will get broken. I don't know. I feel like that. I'm afraid of that, because I'm afraid it'll be too much like plague. That's the only thing, because you're burning.
Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this. I also stream on Twitch on Wednesday and Sunday nights. The link for that is in the description below. First off, I want to say chapter 23 probably isn't The Conjuring. In fact, it probably isn't even licensed.
I forgot to mention that too.
Why that is, you can click on the title above, and then I'll link you back here after. I'm shocked that our German killer theory turned out to be wrong for chapter 22. Technically, this idea could be applied to chapter 23 as well, but I'm not gonna.
I mean, it is what it is. Like, never debunk any killer that's coming out, because they could literally be right around the corner. You never know. You know what I'm trying to say?
I feel I've shot my shot with this idea in chapter 22, and I'm letting it go. Behavior still does have some options on the table in the way of popular folklore from different cultures. The Wendigo and Grim Reaper seem to be doing really well in the most hyped original chapters.
They come in.
Something like a pirate, vampire, or werewolf.
The only thing that's you could probably worry about is that they either coming as a killer themselves or just cosmetics for other killers.
Wolf of the iconic deceit.
That's the only thing.
I'd say that anything that's famous from folklore is worth mentioning.
Yo, imagine
from the past few original chapters,
Jack the Ripper.
Behavior tends to start with iconic folklore and then add backstory and creative changes to make them feel original. The Blight is loosely based on the classic novel Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. The twins are rumored to be based on the comedy horror trilogy Basket Case. Some people think that Death Slinger is based on the Creeper from Jeepers Creepers. Sometimes
because he looked just like him, just in human version.
Like Trickster. I think it would have been hard to predict a killer like the artist or the twins, since they don't really stand out too much in the folklore scene. I'd say both the artist and twins had such interesting, unique powers. For the most part, Behavior doesn't want to create any two killers that are too similar.
With the release of the twins, will we see more unique killer powers in the future?
As you know, we like to try new things on occasion. Like,
are you talking about Chucky?
Totally new. Having two things you can control and switch between them. Yeah, so I think we will see more unique killer powers in the future, but I can't really comment on what those might be at the moment.
Since using folklore to predict the next killer is difficult to speculate because there are so many options, we need to use something else as a basis for predicting what's to come. In the DBD Leaks Discord mass, the owner of the server has teased the Chapter 23 killer with a fire emote. Definitely take this with a grain of salt. Mass could have been trolling with this, but on October 26th,
Stop
Mass did send
playing.
a bird emote. This was 6 days before the teaser season started
Bro.
for Chapter 22.
Didn't I just mention the killer of flamethrower? Let me stop though, because he said not to take it with a grain of
So
salt.
Mass
That's
was chasing
crazy.
the Chapter 22 killers. This must mean that the data miners are able to access the next
Yes.
chapter information. They can get information on the new killers well in advance via accessing the content in the DVD pack files. Data miners did tease Michaela shortly before she was released by revealing a piece
Yeah,
of her
I had-
past. So they're
yeah.
literally able to see what the killer looks like. So the main thing here is Mass trolling us or not? Because I feel confident
Yo.
that Mass is the Chapter 23 killer. If this tease is real, then
Probably.
the Chapter 23
A fire
killer
emoji?
probably
I was
fire
just speaking
someone
about
off
fire,
with
bro.
Killer power and backstory. In the DBD Leaks Discord, Mass revealed on September 27th that
Imagine.
the Chapter 23 survivor's codename is S23, and the Chapter 23 killer's codename is K27. On October 20th, Mass
Okay.
said, "Oh my, just seen the Chapter 23 survivor." And on October 10th, Mass said, "Lol, they accidentally added the Chapter 23 killer." On November 13th, Mass revealed Chapter 23
It's
is an OG
OG.
chapter without a map. On November
Without a map?
24th, Mass
I mean, I don't
uploaded these
care. I
icons,
mean-
which look closely tied to Pinhead.
Just
This
give
is
us the
what
survivor and
Pinhead's
the
power
killer.
icon looks like, so it's not exactly the same, but it looks similar. Someone responded,
Okay.
"Whoa, is that the power icon for the next killer?" Mass responded with this: "I didn't recognize this icon
What?
as any killer in DBD. The only two killers that come close are Demogorgon and Plague. I guess it could also
Whoa,
be
whoa,
from one
whoa, whoa. Hang on. 1 second, 1 second.
of the are Demogorgon and Plague. I responded with this: I
What is that? What is that? That looks like... You know what that kind of looks like? You know, like the, what's it called? The wheel of a boat? Like a pirate boat? Like a pirate ship or something like that? It looks like that. The wheel is on the floor with, like, ice spikes coming out of it. I don't know. Like, some sort of... I don't know. Like, that's what it is looking like to me. Or it looks like some sort of hit indicator, like, from the ground. You know how in, like, arcadic, like, games, for example, what's the game I can mention that has, like, that type of display? Ultimate Alliance 2, right? When you doing the special move between, like, Spider-Man and any character that could smash the floor, it will look like that. Or, I don't know. It looks like something's coming out of the ground.
didn't recognize this icon as a part of any killer in DBD. The only two killers that come close are Demogorgon and Plague. I guess it could also be from one of the killer
That's
add-ons, but I
so-
didn't find any
that's so
add-ons that
bizarre.
matched this. So it's possible that this is the icon for the Chapter 23 new killer's power. However, DBD
Yo.
does also have mods that change the pictures, such as the character profile portraits.
Nah,
so
son,
it's
I need to
possible
break
these
that
are actually
down.
just mods. I'm not really sure. Let me know in the comments below if you have any additional information. Since Mass teased Chapter 23 with a fire emote, it seems likely that the next killer
That's
is a
hella-
fire-based killer. I'm not sure
What
if
did I
DBD
just say?
to by Peter Dragon or
Yo,
possibly a fire demon
bro,
killer that
I'm
was-
telling you right now, they're like, oh, you faking your reaction. I'm not, bro. I literally, that's crazy how I just mentioned a killer that could have a flamethrower, and then he posts bro.
Oni. Personally, fire makes me think of the pits of hell, meaning a killer based on the devil could be coming into DBD. Some people are thinking
Imagine.
a creature from hell like a Grim Reaper or a skeleton from hell who was taken by the entity is possible. I think a creature based on the devil would fit very well in DBD. Is there a difference between
Like a
demons
fallen
and devils?
priest.
I don't really know. The point is, if this tease from Mass is real, I think we're looking for a fire-based creature or a creature from hell. Had I taken a literal approach to Mass's bird emote tease, that would have been the best possible speculation for Chapter 22. So I'm doing...
Remember that time when who was it, Hyper Panda? Remember that time when it was a killer that supposedly got leaked out called the Phoenix? What if, right? What if that leak was supposedly true? Now I'm probably like 98% wrong because of the fact that I doubt they will leak a chapter that far into the future. But I'm just saying, the killer that was a firefighter and died in the fire and then wound up getting fire powers, that seems like a pretty cool concept. I'm not gonna lie.
doing that here for Chapter...
Like a killer could like set your scratch marks on fire or something like that. I don't know. Something unique like
we
that.
definitely know there's no new map coming for Chapter 23. We did receive news from this Game Rant article that Dead by Daylight is partnering with an LGBTQ plus organization. The
That's
developers for
interesting.
DBD know that representation in games is incredibly important and have continually made an effort to
Exactly.
make this game more diverse. In its Pride
Yes.
Month 2021 post, Behavior announced a collaboration with GamerX, a non-profit dedicated to uplifting.
You already know it's gonna be trolls in the game chat and stuff though. Like, there's gonna definitely be trolls, and they're gonna be trolling the survivor and all that. But there's nothing we could do about it. But it just is what it is. Just ignore the trolls and the bullies.
LGBTQ plus voice and stories in games and the gaming industry. This article was referring to this Pride post from May 27, 2021. Behavior explicitly mentioned plans to include and represent the LGBTQ plus community. They go on to say, while we know many of you are eagerly anticipating this content as we are, it's vital to us that we not only deliver it, but more importantly, do it justice. Behavior then announced the collaboration with GamerX. We also already talked about how in this interview, Behavior said that they plan to add an LGBTQ plus character. So something like this is definitely coming in the future.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I thought Trickster was, but I don't wanna assume, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't wanna be that type of person. But I mean, I don't know.
Part of Chapter 23. Make
I don't
sure
know
to
if he
this
is or
video and
not.
subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this.
Yes,
Thank you so
sir.
much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.
Alright, now we about to hop onto this other video where he talks about the visuals possibly being leaked.
Hey everyone, it's Schmuckles. This is going to be a really short video. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content.
I'm kind of scared.
Follow this very closely. Also, I
Oh,
stream
no.
on Twitch on Wednesday and Sunday nights. The link for that is in the description below. You're definitely going to want to check out our Chapter 23 speculation video because it plays pretty perfectly into this video. Anyways, so there were some Chapter 23 new killer visuals leaked in the DBD Leaks Discord. I'm not 100% sure that these are actually leaked visuals or not. I mean, the word
That
on the
seems
street
like a
right now is
horn
that
in the
these are
hand.
real. So if
Easily.
this is the Chapter 23 killer, we can see the killer's going to be a reddish orange color.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
very much in line with our
Like a
speculation
devil.
of a fire-based
Yeah.
killer. I already said this last video, but I need to say this again in this video. We know that the data miners are able to look at the killer well in advance before Behavior releases the content. We also know on November 10th, Mass said that Behavior
Yeah.
accidentally uploaded the Chapter 23 killer. And between you and me, I would not post this if I didn't think it was real.
I'm just afraid that, I mean, of course, if it's a killer that has to deal with fire, it doesn't have to relate to Oni, but I don't know what I'm talking about.
I'm not 100% sure that
Never
this
mind.
is real, and I want to be completely transparent about
I was
it.
just
Take a
afraid
look
that
at
the killer might
images,
be
watch
too
my
much
previous
like
video, and then you have all the
Oni,
information
like
that
a
you
look
need to
like
make the
Oni
call
look like.
yourself. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this. We're gonna follow the situation.
That's
very closely.
crazy though. Yeah, you could see the horn in the hand. It got all 5 fingers from the look of it. If it got a horn and it's that type of color, I'm pretty sure it's like a devilish type character, like what he just said. Now that's really the only thing I can think of, really, because it's just only 2 pictures. But dang, I wish we would saw more though. Dang, I wish we would have saw like a look of I don't know, the face a little bit, but nah, they're not gonna reveal the face like that. Dang, that's all we get. I mean, it is early though. It is mad early. We do got mad time until Chapter 23. So the Chapter 23 killer might actually be like a devilish type character for the first time. That's crazy. I wonder how their power is gonna play out, honestly. Dang, what would the killer do? I'm over here really trying to think about what the killer could possibly do. Well, like send survivors to hell, and like that would slow them down, like individually. So like almost like, say if you was to send them to hell, right? That would be almost like the dream world, but instead that one survivor is just in dream world. You know what I'm trying to say? Instead of them all like possibly being in dream world all at the same time. So say if you was to down a survivor, you know how the pig pits the traps on survivors' heads. So once he downs them, he could put them in like hell or something like that, and then you'll have to find something in order to get out. Cause that's like a whole other player going for a while out the game. You know what I'm trying to say? But I mean, who knows? This killer could do anything. It very much seems like a devilish type killer with fire, so this chapter already is gonna be interesting from the looks of it. But anyways, that's gonna be it. Let me hear y'all thoughts about what this chapter could possibly be. Now, like by 95%, it looks like the killer is gonna be like a devil type killer. Let me hear y'all thoughts on what the killer could possibly be doing. I honestly don't know. I'm guessing the killer might have the ability to send them to hell. I think that would be pretty cool if the killer could do that. If the killer does something else, I mean, I'll be cool with it as long as it's something like mad unique and has to do with fire, obviously. Anyways, stay safe, love y'all, take care, and peace.
To the beat, to the beat. y'all. Check it out. Come on, come on, come on. 1, 2. 1, 2, y'all. What you gonna do?